In Langford tonight, forensic investigators are still inside a home where RCMP say a 53-year-old man was found murdered last night. Just moments ago, the BC Coroner's Service arrived in the quiet neighborhood. A 44-year-old Langford man is now in custody, and RCMP say the suspect was a friend of the victim. A News reporter Louise Hartland has the story.
Forensic identification investigators enter a home in the 2000 block of Jeanine Drive in Langford. West Shore RCMP was called to this usually quiet neighborhood late last night after someone phoned them saying a man had been killed inside.
Upon arriving at the home, entered the residence to check the welfare of those inside and located a deceased male inside the home. He was the sole occupant at the time of our arrival.
The identity of the 53-year-old man found dead and how he died has not been released. The homeowners do not live here. The house is rented out and divided into two parts. At 7:15 this morning, officers arrested a 44-year-old Langford man in connection with the death.
And they located the male near the Western Speedway grounds in Langford. The arrest was made without incident. There was no other persons involved, and he was brought into our custody and was cooperative in doing so.
His name has not been released, but he faces charges relating to murder and unlawful confinement. The RCMP says the victim, the suspect, and two adult females were inside the suite last night.
Everybody in that residence last night was known to each other. They were all familiar as friends, would be I think the fairest way to describe it.
RCMP say the women are considered witnesses and are cooperating with investigators. This is not the first time officers have been called to this house.
We have been at that residence before. Our last visit was January 4th of this year, where we attended for a report of a break-and-enter and a robbery. Unfortunately, we didn't receive a great amount of cooperation from the people inside the home at the time, and that investigation remains open.
But neighbors say they never expected this. Surprising in this neighborhood?
Oh yeah, it is, yeah. Except for the place next door. They did have lots of cars going forth and back and different people, but that was all.
Ross Frankson has lived next door for 35 years. He says he didn't hear a thing last night.
Not until I heard the sirens and got up and the place was lit up like a Christmas tree, you know, with all the squad cars and the cops. But that's the first time I knew anything was happening.
A loud awakening that no one in this neighborhood will likely forget anytime soon. In Langford, Louise Hartland, A News.